the best level 10 villages, crazy in-game artwork, all the way to a working Millennium Falcon. Today, we're going to be diving into all of the best Lego Fortnite builds that I have personally seen so far. And one thing before we hop in, I believe in about a week, we're going to be receiving the biggest Lego Fortnite update to date. And I'm going to be uploading multiple videos per day as soon as the update drops. So if you want all things Lego Fortnite, be sure to subscribe. Anyway, let's jump in. Now, I'm actually watching these for the first time with you guys, so I am completely shocked by this first one. If you can't tell what this is, it's Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime inside of Lego Fortnite, but not only that, this is survival mode. It's only a 19-second clip, and I wished he showed us more. But if we replay and look at it from the top, you can see how much detail went into this. I'm personally the most impressed by all of like the ridges and things like that in this build, because he did pay attention to the little details, and I don't know how he built something this big. The scale of this is absolutely massive, and I just can't wrap my head around how you could do this, let alone in survival mode. I love doing videos like this from time to time because it gets to show me what I can do, and in my world, I definitely need to upgrade my builds after seeing stuff like this. Now, moving right along from that, we have what this person calls their Mega HQ Castle. You already saw a little preview, but as he runs up these stairs, you can tell that this is definitely a mega build, and as he moves up this thing, he's showing off the views, because what he said is there's 360 views, as this is on top of a mountain, and oh my goodness, look at the scale of this thing. I'm really interested to see how he did the design of this thing, and okay, this room looks empty, and so does this one, but I'm sure he has design in some of the areas, and there it is. So he's got all of his storage, as well as it looks like almost every crafting bench. I see a few missing, like the juicer, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure he has stuff scattered around, but the views and the design and detail that went into the actual structure is insane here. Every single way you look in this place, it seems like you have a beautiful unobstructed view, and on the second floor, there it is. There's the juicer in the oven. He's also got a nice grand, it looks like a table there, and a library. Oh my god, that's sick. Okay, he made it to the top of the castle, and as you can see at the top of the castle, he's got these little statues. That's dope as well, and oh my goodness, this thing just keeps going. What's at the very top? I'm just so impressed, because obviously none of this is built with prefabs. This is all completely custom built, and as you fly away from it, you can see how much detail there is. Once again, I gotta get going on my world. I gotta get going, dude. This actually like re-inspires me every single time I do this, and I hope it's the same for you guys. And yeah, man, this is kind of just a dream village, so this is sick. I'm gonna have every single one linked down below in order. Be sure to show these people all love, and yeah, let's go on to the next one. And this right here is a level 10 desert village that this guy built with his girlfriend, so a two-man project, or a two-person project, I should say. And just looking at it from the outside, I love the way they built it into the middle of the lake on this rock structure. Wow, this is already sick. I can't wait for them to get in and show it off. But as they get up into here, they have this underground section that looks like it's an entire restaurant with a bar section with an oven and all the decorations, a fireplace as well. Obviously, there's super nice views all around. Oh yeah, there's the juicer too. And of course, the grill. I just want to build more villages. I'm gonna say it through this entire video, but it's so true because this is so sick. I'm kind of a fan of the way that this whole entire village flows together. It's not a bunch of ginormous buildings, kind of like I have. It looks like they're smaller buildings, but they paid a ton of attention to the little details and integrating it into this rock, like you can see. Oh my, that might be the coolest part. That actually is probably the coolest part. Not sure if you guys just saw that, so I'm gonna rewind here, but they literally built the geyser into a launch pad to get them out of the base so they can have easy travel to anywhere they need to go. That is a very, very nice touch, and this might be my favorite village that I've ever seen in this game. Here's all their workstations. Look like they got a bunch of stuff crafting up like obsidian and copper. Nice, love to see that. Go up the staircase and they have a bunch of storage. Doesn't look like they have any grand chests here, but I'm sure they do in other parts of this place. And wow, they even have a third floor for their beds. This is by far, yeah, this is by far the most creative actual village that I've seen. Obviously, we've seen crazy artwork and things like that, but in terms of an actual livable village, this one might just take the cake. I mean, like the fireplace with the lighting inside, bookshelves all over the place, tons of natural lighting and giant windows. Again, this is the power of teamwork, because like I said, there's two people that worked on this, and here's the actual village square itself. Looks like it's on top of the rock here in the middle, and yeah, again, these views and the fact that they built this on an actual lake is so cool and so well thought out. Like I said, definitely one of my favorite builds that I've seen in this game so far, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Let me know in the comments at the end of this video which one of these builds is your guys' favorite. We're gonna jump because we have more to get to, but this is sick. Good work to the two of them. Let's move on. What is this? Gonna be honest, I've played over 300 hours of Lego Fortnite, and I have yet to find this. This Reddit post literally just asks, anyone see this guy yet? No. I actually haven't. If any of you guys have, leave it in the comments, but I actually didn't know this was even in the game. This is not really a build, but I'm just kind of shocked that I haven't seen this yet. But moving on over to our next build, we've got a nice little pyramid, and I've seen a few of these, and you know, if you watch me, you'll know I actually have one of these in my own survival world. But the difference is this guy has fully built his out to be his entire village. There's nothing outside of this. Every single thing in his world is inside of this one pyramid, and I think that's super special. He's got a tiny little restaurant that we've already seen, as well as a place to sit down and eat. He's got a ton of actual rooms built out with storage and beds. I'm guessing that he has different rooms for every single one of his villagers, and yeah, every single room, it looks like, actually has custom decorations inside of it. He's got some statues and some shelves, livable areas for everyone, and I'm interested to know if there's other people that live here or if it's actually a solo world. Regardless, very cool. Looks like the village is only actually level 4, so maybe he just started on this and he's gonna expand it, but already it's looking really, really sick. Moving on to the back side of the pyramid, it looks like he's got rooms for, oh, all of his utility and crafting benches. That's really nice. And then he's got his village square right there, along with more storage and staircases. Oh, so there's multiple floors to this. Oh, okay, second floor, but he goes up to the third, and he's got a throne that kind of overlooks the entire thing. Nice. This gives me ideas because I honestly had no idea what to build inside of my pyramid, and this guy did a very good job inside of his. A very, very nice pyramid build inside of Lego Fortnite. This man yo, wait, this man actually built, how are the eyes like that? Wait, the eyes are like glowing yellow. If you guys know the emoji, oh man, I feel like an idiot for not knowing what this is called. I'm gonna have to Google it right now. But he's got the gnome guy. Okay, now I have to know. What is the gnome emoji called? Ah, here we go. It's called the Moai. Dude, this is so good. I mean, these are what they look like in real life, and this is what we have inside of Lego Fortnite now. Wow, this is very impressive. The next build we have today, unfortunately, doesn't have a video. It's only images, but as you can see, this build is entirely over a river. It's absolutely massive in size, though. I love the dojo look at the top with the roof built out, and all around, it's super symmetrical, and I think it's still a work in progress, but a very, very cool build nonetheless. And that's the beauty about a survival game like Lego Fortnite, is that you can find these natural landscapes and build really cool structures on them. Next thing we have here is the most realistic looking Lego Fortnite build you'll ever see, because I mean, obviously this is real life. This man built a Lego dynamic foundation. Oh wait, dynamic platform is what it's called, I believe. But look at this thing. It's magnetized, so it's actually floating in midair, and he's even got the balloons and a TNT barrel on top of it. This is super sick, and I cannot wait until Lego Fortnite releases their own custom sets. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make a second channel where I actually build all the Lego Fortnite stuff in real life, and maybe I'll even eventually build my bases in real life. That'd be so sick. Either way, this is the closest in this video that we're gonna get to touching grass and seeing real life, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go back to the gameplay. Oh boy, we got an absolute banger here, and as you can see, it's actually loading and rendering in as he's just standing on this platform, so this is really sick to see it come to life. I won't spoil it, but as it loads in, you guys will be able to make out in your heads what this actually is, and with the mouth built out, you can kind of see that this is a wolf. This guy built an entire art piece out of what I believe is the 4x4 stone foundation piece. I'm not sure if that's actually what he used, but it looks like it, and wow, in the night, that looks sick. Later this week, I think I'm actually going to focus on some art related builds, and I know it's going to be harder in survival mode, but yeah, I think that's going to be sick. What is this? Oh my goodness. He's got like towers in the background. I don't know what that was. Either way, this build was unreal. And if you guys want to watch me build something like this, or at least try to, I don't know if I can, but I think before this update drops, like I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to try to do something like this in the next week. So stay tuned. This dude said incredible. Meanwhile, it takes me half an hour to place a couple of stair railings. I'm sure that some people here can relate to that. It's not easy to build when you start in this game. It's really not. Next up, we've got one of the most lazy yet interesting level 10 villages I have ever seen. If we zoom in, this is the only image that he provides. As you can see, it's a level 10 village, but the entire thing is just grills and one lumber mill, a village square, obviously, and then 5 beds for all of his villagers. He doesn't even have a crafting table. Obviously, this is, I hope, a joke, but it's hilarious that you can actually get a village to level 10 just by spamming down grills. On the bright side, he should probably never go hungry in the server, but I don't know what my man is doing. I really don't. This ain't a village, it's a grillage. Next up, we got the Park Palisade build, and this creator is actually one that I took inspiration from my staircase that I built in my snow biome. He's actually commented on the channel a few times, and if he comments down below, I'll be sure to heart it so you guys can show him some love. But this is another really sick village that I love. Again, most of these bigger build projects unfortunately get the building warning, which is why he wasn't able to continue with this build, but regardless, got a ton of good progress done, and he's taking us on a tour of the entire thing. So I I know. So there's this ginormous middle section that he considers his park. He's got a swinging chair right there. And if you come down, he's got all of his amenities for his villagers, tons of stone breakers, tons of ovens. Dude, the amount of work that he probably puts into this world is ridiculous, bro. And speaking of which, I've been looking for people to join my world still. So, I mean, maybe in the future we can see something happen. But yeah, this is one of the most creative builders that I've seen. Time and time again, he crushes it with his builds. And this is obviously no exception. He pays attention to every single little detail in his world, and that's what I love. It looks like he's just an absolute grinder who loves the game, which is what you love to see. So shout out to him for putting in work all of the time. And yeah, this park is super cool because he didn't destroy any of the trees or the bushes. He preserved basically everything from what I can see, and it adds to the whole vibe and allure of this village. Also, the video just stopped, but if you zoom in right there, he has a backpack sitting at the top of the middle portion. If you don't know what that is, it's probably his beacon where you can see it from miles and miles away. That way, if you're far from home gathering resources, you know which direction to go all the time. Again, shout out to Breakin' Kinkles. That's a funny name. But yeah, he has great build projects, and this is no exception. Next thing we're taking a look at today is a double base on two sides of a mountain with a working train station in between the two of them. He claims that this train station never breaks, and it's able to be transported back and forth with no problems at all. And it looks like he's already getting on top of it. All he's got to do, it looks like, is pull one lever, and it looks very, very secure. He's got a nice runway with a ton of wheels, and wow, he's got his entire base down there. Like I said, I'm seeing this all for the first time right now, so I'm very, very impressed by that. And this train station is very fluid and smooth as well. Doesn't look like it'll ever put any of the villagers at risk if they try to ride it, and it stops perfectly so he can get out on the other side. Once again, if you guys watch me, you'll know that I don't play with the toy section a lot because I just always have my stuff breaking. But yeah, man, this guy's got it figured out, so shout out to him. Very cool build, and they'll all be linked down below. Once again, let's move on. And for the moment that a lot of you guys have probably been waiting for, we have the Millennium Falcon. Guys, it just gets crazier and crazier every day on Lego Fortnite, and this is absolutely no exception. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll know exactly what this is, and even if you're not a Star Wars fan and you've never seen the Millennium Falcon somehow, you'll still know how impressive that this build is. He's got rooftops to make this thing come together. All of the shapes and sizes are just perfect. He's got jets on the back in the form of these thrusters, and okay, obviously it doesn't move because it's attached to the ground, but the fact that you can turn on the thrusters and they actually work definitely adds to this build, and it's so intricate. I want him to go inside because it looks like there's an entire indoor middle section, but just the shape and sheer size of this thing is ridiculous. Dude, I need to, if I could ever do something like this in my survival world and actually live out of here with villagers roaming around, wow, that would be insane. He's got the cockpit here, and like I said, yeah, he's going inside this whole middle section that's actually livable. You can live in here, you can sleep in here, you can eat in here, you can farm resources through your villagers. This is another one of those builds where if you're in here, you probably realistically never even have to step foot outside of here. All in all, in terms of just actual creative builds, one of my favorites that I've seen so far. I know I say that all the time, but how can you say that this isn't one of your favorite builds? Wow, a ton of balloons. I wonder if he's ever gonna detach it from the floor. That would be an insane moment if he tried to do that. I don't know what else to say. Words don't do it justice. You guys just have to see this and appreciate it. And if you have a Reddit account, all of these were for Reddit, so be sure to drop them an upvote and maybe a supportive comment to tell them to keep going, because man, the builds in this game really are just gonna get more and more creative, and I'm gonna be here every single day covering the craziest things that happen in Lego Fortnite. So if you watched all the way until the end, you're not subscribed, and you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe because I'd love for you to join us on our Lego Fortnite journey. I've been working on a pretty cool project in the background, and you should be able to see part of that in tomorrow's video of the daily survival series. We'll be back at it. But today, like I said, just wanted to show off a couple of impressive builds that I've seen so far. Either way, if you did happen to enjoy this video, thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. But it's been your boy Kaz, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.